guys, it's Tamara Kosarik here. I'm one of the mentors at Social Media College. And today in this video, we're going to have a little chat about the Facebook ad algorithm. Now, I say chat because this could be the longest video on the planet, and I think we're going to bore each other senseless if we talk for too long about it. So I'm really just going to provide a bit of a summary of how the ad algorithm works. Now, first up, I think you're going to say, oh, you call it the ad algorithm. And that's because it's the ad algorithm, not the algorithm that you and I most probably complain about every day when, as business owners, we might put a Facebook post out or an Instagram post out and then complain that Facebook changed their algorithm because now people aren't seeing my posts as much as they used to. We're not talking about the algorithm about organic posts. I'm talking about the algorithm that is in play when we post and run an ad. So that's a different algorithm. And if you can, as an advertiser, think like the algorithm, it's really going to benefit you and your campaigns because you're going to be more effective in the ad auction. And so I say auction. When you post an ad, when you actually have an ad run, that's something that's to consider, is that we're actually entering an auction process. So things like bidding are things that are going to play a big part in your performance. So there are a few factors that contribute to the performance of your ads. And it essentially creates the acronym called BEAR. And it makes it super simple to remember if we think of the word BEAR. And that is your bid, your estimated action, and relevance. So before I go into detail on those three things against the four letters, I'm going to get you to think a little bit differently. I want you to think like you're Mark Zuckerberg. And what is Facebook's objective, right? What does he need to do to ensure his business is doing well? So Mark Zuckerberg is sitting there, he owns billions and billions of dollars, but he still has, shareholders to report to. So every year, Facebook has to do better and better. And so he's already selling a whole bunch of ads because that is their business model. They sell ads. That's how they make money. Now, every year he has to do better. So how can you make more money when everybody has a Facebook account? Everybody's on Facebook already. So what he has to think about is he can either increase the cost of his ads or he can sell more ads. Now, think about it. If he sold more ads, then we're going to get really, really bored very, very quickly, and we're going to all jump off the platform, and he's going to have no people to sell ads. He's going to have no ads to sell because there's going to be no one on the platform, right? So Facebook's objective is to ensure that they look after us as users, and that is through good user experience. The longer that we can stay on the platform as a user, the more ads he can sell to us. Think about it. I'm on Facebook for 1 minute. I might get presented with 3 ads. He can sell those 3 ads. If I'm on the platform for 10 minutes, he can sell 30 ads. And it's all just about keeping me on the platform for longer. And the way that I stay on the platform for longer is if I have a good experience. So Facebook is focused on ensuring that I stay on Facebook as long as possible, because then he can sell me more ads. So if you remember that, you will understand why this BEAR algorithm exists. So let's go back to our 4 elements: bid, estimated action, and then relevance. The bid. Now, when you actually go and put up your ad and you're building it in Ads Manager, you will see in the optimization and delivery section that you can pick a bidding strategy. Now, the default strategy is lowest cost. And if you're a beginner advertiser, I definitely just recommend keeping it there. There's no need to go in and change your bidding strategy. And there are some advanced marketers that will go in and change bidding strategy as a way to kind of get ahead in the algorithm. Just know that your bid plays a part in your performance, but you don't have to go tinkering around with the bid. So it's the amount you're willing to bid. Then you've got estimated action. That is around the likelihood of people taking action. The higher the likelihood that people are going to take action, better the algorithm favors you, right? And the likelihood of people taking action kind of plays a part when it comes to relevance, right? So relevance comes up, like the thing that makes up relevance is really kind of four key things. Targeting. Targeting is pretty straightforward. How relevant are your ads and your Facebook page to the audience that you're targeting? If we use the example of the Social Cafe, which is our faux cafe in Sydney, if I'm posting ads to people in Queensland, that's not really relevant. So the user in Queensland is like, why do I have to see this ad? I'm not going to go to Sydney to go visit a cafe. So you need to make sure that your targeting is relevant to the product and the page that you're promoting. The next thing to consider is ad account quality score. And this is one that a lot of people don't think about or know about. So it's super important to keep your ad account quality score in a healthy score. Now, it's not something that we actively get access to. You can go see things. It's just knowing that you have to be held in good standing in Facebook's eyes for them to favor you well. And that's things like making sure that you don't have failed payments. It's making sure that you don't get a lot of rejected ads. And it's not the rejected ads that, sometimes that they accidentally reject. It's making sure that you don't break the rules. Follow the rules, be good on Facebook, be a good little Facebook citizen, and Facebook will put you in good standing. It will help with your ad costs. The next one is ad creative. And this is where we might realize, the one that we're going to focus on the most, because the ad creative determines how relevant the copy is, the photos are, the videos are, the headlines are to your target audience. If they're irrelevant, that's going to see your ad costs go up. And then the other thing, which a lot of people don't realize actually exists, is what we call funnel consistency. So when you put an ad and you hit publish and it goes into review, Facebook reviews not only the ad, but it will also review the link that it goes to. So it'll review the landing page that the ad is linked to. And it wants to see consistency between the ad and the destination page and the experience on that website. So that's something that a lot of people don't realize, that Facebook has little bots that go onto your website and scan it. So you really need to make sure that there's that relevancy between the ad and the landing page, because if you're going to post an ad about ice cream and the landing page is a medical center, Facebook is not going to like that. It thinks that you're being dodgy and misleading, and they're really cracking down on things like that. So you really need to keep what we say, keeping the scent. If your ad says something, make sure that the landing page covers something very, very similar and keeps the scent. It has the same, sentences and things like that. It's consistent, because you don't want people to click on your ad expecting one thing and landing on a website seeing something else. They will feel tricked, and Facebook doesn't want that. Facebook wants you as a user to feel you're in a trusted environment and you're not going to get scammed. And that is how that element is so important. And it's one thing that a lot of advertisers don't think about. Another example would be if you had, say, a business, an ad that talks about baseball, and your landing page should be about baseball and your product should be about baseball, that sort of thing. So Facebook wants to show good ads to people. They know that ads are pretty much, par for the course, and they know that they can't not present ads because that's how they earn money. So they want good ads, and that way it's going to help keep people on the platform. And if you have a poor user experience, what will happen is your ad costs will go up. Your ad costs will go up, but you'll also be throttled in the delivery. So things like you might see that your ad doesn't get presented to as many people. You don't get the reach that you normally would do with the amount of money that you spend. All of that is a result of, not following the rules, not being consistent, not being relevant. That is really, really important. And if you can keep those elements in mind when you're putting together your ads and your ad campaigns, then you will perform really well in the algorithm, and you will see cheap ads. And that's pretty much how the ad algorithm works. Obviously, there are so many other elements that Facebook doesn't tell us, but if you keep those key elements in mind, then you are going to perform really well in the Facebook ad system. So I hope that helps to, I guess, clear some of the muddiness when it comes to the ad algorithm. If you enjoyed this video and you're after some more hints and tips when it comes to social media marketing, then I highly recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel where we continually post hints and tips all the time. I look forward to seeing you there.